In the state portion of the four-step process, for two-sample t-test, you state the null and alternative hypothesis, where the null hypothesis is that the one mean is equal to the other, and the alternative hypothesis is that the means are not equal, that one is greater than the other, or one is less than the other. For the paired t-test, the null hypothesis is that the difference in the two means is equal to 0, whereas the alternative hypothesis is that the difference in two means is not equal to 0, is greater than 0, or is less than 0. In the plan portion, state the name of the test and the significance level being used. Then check three conditions. 10% condition, that the sample is less than 10% of the population, that random sampling or random assignment is being used, and that in a paired t-test, the difference in means comes from a normal population distribution, or in a two-sample t-test, that both means are from a normal population distribution. In the do portion, state degrees of freedom, calculate using specified test, and then find the p-value. In the conclude portion, if p is greater than the significance level, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. However, if the p is less than the significance level, we find convincing evidence to reject the null hypothesis. Don't forget to include context in your conclusion.
Now that you know how to do the significance test, one question remains. How do you determine whether to use two-sample t procedures or paired t procedures? Well, the paired t procedures, just as its name suggests, involve matched pairs in an experiment. On the other hand, two-sample t procedures are used for samples that do not involve a matched pair design. Let's do some examples. Here's the FRQ number 4 from 2006 AP exam. It basically asks for whether the mode of transportation affects the mean wait time. As you can see, this procedure is random sampling with no matched pairs, and thus we cannot use paired t procedures. Instead, we should use two-sample t procedures since we have the two samples, ambulance and self. Okay, now let's look at an example of a problem that uses paired t procedures. 2007 FRQ number 4 is a perfect example of that. Here, USDA conducted a matched pair experiment on different treatments of beef. The nature of the survey means that the test used is paired t procedure. We find a difference between row A and row B for each specimen, and we do t-tests on distribution of the differences between A and B. Thanks for watching. I hope that's helpful.